Hey everybody, John Murphy, CSSI. I wanted to demo our calculator so you can take a look at this. So if you go to costsegcalc.com, you can see up here, hit that. It's gonna forward to my page, and you're gonna scroll down here, and you're gonna get access to what I think is probably the best calculator out there. And one of the things that makes it the best is that we have the information from doing studies on over 55,000 buildings over 22 years. And so you have a chance to be able to plug in your building, and you're going to get a range of estimates. So, for example, let's come down here and take a look at these are all the different asset classes. Let's look at maybe a retail strip center. It defaults at 37% federal tax rate. Let's put in a 32% tax rate, and let's say that your building cost, I'm just going to say it's $2 million. So let's say you spent $2.5 million on your property, you backed out $500,000 for the land, and the land is going to be whatever you're going to decide to do that as. But it's the building cost after you deduct for the land. Let's say you're going to put that into service in September this year, and you're going to do that in 2025, and you're going to apply it to your 25 tax return. And you're going to hit this number here, and it's going to come down. I'm going to minimize myself. So you'll be able to see what your estimated tax savings are. So you can see on a building like this, we're saying that in 2025 you could see somewhere between a 431,000 to 590,000 increased accumulated depreciation deduction by owning that building because of 100% bonus depreciation. If you don't do bonus depreciation, what you're going to get this year is basically $15,000 in your depreciation expense. So you're looking at an increase of many fold, of course, but somewhere between 430,000 and 590,000. And how we get to that, the 431 is kind of a low end, maybe 10% of the buildings may end up there. And there could be a number of different factors, kind of the finishing inside, what the parking lot looks like, etc. And then on the higher end, this is going to be probably closer to 20 or 25% of our buildings are going to end up on the higher end. And you can go even higher than that, but we're just giving you a range. Most people fall somewhere in between here. So anyway, you can see this, and then the tax savings is going to be between 133,000 and 184,000, depending on where your building ultimately falls. But you can play around with this. If you have different assets and you're looking at different prices, you can plug that in, see what that looks like. If you would like to get an actual quote to see what it would cost, you can call me or email me, or you can click here, plug in your information, and hit continue. And it'll send us an email. We'll get you an estimate. So hope that's helpful. I'll put more information on this later, but just wanted to give you that information for costsegcalc.com. Bye-bye.